Good morning. Okay, my name is Jackie Ellis from JackieEllis.com. I am an intuitive guided mentor and Reiki master. Um, I help people decode the energy that they're using in their life so that they can create a life that they love. I am doing this video because I was divinely guided to do this video. I don't know what I'm going to be talking about, which is very unsettling for me. But I was told basically to go with the flow. I did a video yesterday on the energy insights for the waning quarter moon that start today. There was powerful information that got downloaded to me, so take a look at that video if you have not seen it yet. The lighting is a little bit weird in my office right now because the sun has not quite risen enough to get rid of a lot of the shadows. So, um, bear with it for now. The um, the energies are interesting right now. The energies are interesting right now. There are people that have chosen not to stay on Earth, and their energies are in this room right now. Their spirits are trying to find their way to the Rainbow Bridge, and so I'm finding myself having to gently guide them with love to the Rainbow Bridge because they are having trouble understanding what happened to them. Um, so can we just take a moment, um, to bless those that have made the decision that is right for their own journey. Take a moment to bless those that have found themselves ending this at an ending for this incarnated life, this incarnated journey, and are now trying to find their way to the Rainbow Bridge. I ask that they be guided with love to the Rainbow Bridge so that they may start their next journey with love. I ask for love and support for those that have experienced a loved one that has passed. And I ask for that love and support to help them through this time of loss that they are feeling, allowing themselves to honor their feelings. And process their feelings in a healthy way. Thank you. Okay. Whew. Okay. I'm emotional. I'm emotional. um, okay, I woke up this morning with a with a vision of things shifting into balance. Um, it was like a physical experience. It was the Justice card. It was the Justice card in tarot. So there's a physical experience that has started, but it's also linked to this spiritual transformation that we are going through right now. So I'm just going to pull some cards to see if we can gain some clarity as to what that might mean. Um, for 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 us as a collective. Um, but I'm also being told that the physical experience is with select groups of people right now. Um, there's 3 groups of people. It's almost like the population of the world's been divvied up from a spiritual ascension standpoint into three 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 groups. A triad is what I just got. Um, and the power of 3. Love that. And Divine is going to focus on one group first, and then the next group, and then the next group. That does not mean that it will only impact group, like specific areas of the world. It means that there are people, we are a scattered nation, is what I just got. We are a scattered nation. So there's people that are in different parts of the world that will be impacted. Impacted is not the right word. Mother Mary wants me to use a slightly softer word. Well, she wants me to use the transform word. So there's specific people that are in different areas of the world that will be transformed. And I want to use the word transplanted, but that's not quite. It's similar, but it's they will be. She's saying, well, no, Metatron's now saying replanted according to the roots of where they came from. Replanted according to the roots of where they came from. How far back those roots are, I kind of know, but I'm not allowed to say. It's an exciting time for us right now. Okay, I'm being told to pull cards. I've got 2 decks that I got asked to use. Metatron wants to speak first, so we're going to pull from the Oracle cards. Amanda Ellis's Archangel Metatron Oracle cards. Okay, Metatron, what would you like to... What would you like to say? Are we asking about the collective right now? No, we're going to talk about the first group. The groups specifically. The groups specifically. The first group. Yes, the first group. Okay, so I got 3 cards. Gold, Cup of Replenishment. That's infinite. To me, that's a sign of abundance. Infinite abundance. It also could mean natural resources such as gold that are going to be returned to help the people of Earth through this first group. Through the first group. The first group will help with this. New lands. This card here has been talking to me about, Metatron's been talking to me about new lands that are forming. Some of them islands. Some of them were islands from ancient past that are returning. The message in a bottle is ancient knowledge that is being returned to us so that we remember. So that we remember. Something about the shell. He's saying that the shell is important. Oh, listening. So you know when you like listen to the ocean, listen to through the seashells. Because it's like it's reconnecting to nature. It is listening to nature and getting to know the vibrations of nature to really allow ourselves to heal in natural ways. But it's also understanding how to hear those messages, because they won't necessarily, some will be written down. The ancient knowledge, some may be returned in a written form, but not all of it will be, so we'll have to listen carefully and go within to understand what we've forgotten. Okay. New leadership is coming for this group, and they may not realize it right now. They may suspect it, but they will be asked to answer the call. They will be asked to pick up the keys that they held in another life, and be the leader that they were born to be, which is part of their mission for this life. Other people, he's also saying other people will be asked to step up and lead as well, to help support the vision that has been given to many in this group. Many in this group have been given visions of what they feel called to create. What they don't realize is that vision is very similar for everyone that had gotten a vision. And so they are being called now to come together as a soul family to connect their purposes together to make their legacy of love. It says there's one more. Is this for all groups, Metatron? All individual groups? Yes, there's specific people. There's specific people within those groups of the triad that will be he's saying, don't say impacted. I want to say impacted. Will be replanted. To recreate the legacy of love that they were creating long ago. That they may not remember. He's saying that this will be big changes for Earth. But change in this case is not a bad thing. It's very positive. Oh. I normally pull from the top of the deck. He told me to pull one card from the bottom. Birthing. Birthing the new. We are literally birthing the new Earth. It's very much a heart-centered Earth. And in this card, there's the feminine and the masculine symbols, which is a sign of the feminine, divine masculine will be equally used, equally recognized within our energies. We are no longer going to suppress the divine feminine, which is our emotional energies, our emotional and spiritual energies. Which is why a lot of us are feeling very uncomfortable right now, because we have created, in the past, we created or learned how to disconnect from our emotional and spiritual energies in a way that was unhealthy. And it created an imbalance and a lot of struggle in our life that wasn't necessary. So we are being asked now, and we have accepted, because we just went through this harvest that I talked about in the last video, to no longer live life that way. So now we have to learn how to embrace our emotions as we're feeling them, so that we can process them in a healthy way. Is that everything, Metatron? For now, he says. Okay, we'll put those cards aside. Mother Mary, who she's allowing me to call her Mother Mary out of because I'm talking on video, but I normally am not allowed to call her Mother Mary because we were friends in another life. So she's like, I'm not your mother. So I generally call her Lady Mary. She's saying, I prefer you to call me Lady Mary. Okay, Lady Mary. Oh my gosh. Alright, so in this one I'm using my Heaven and Earth Tarot cards. I love them. I absolutely love them. They really spoke to me, and I use them quite a bit, actually. Of course, I have my eye on a couple other tarot decks that one is coming out next year by Amanda Ellis, or maybe sooner, I just heard. And then the other one, I was just told, someone I know just picked them up, and I was told that I will need them in the near future. Okay. Okay, what do you want to say? Is this about the groups as well? It is. Oh my gosh, this is not what I was expecting as a read, which is probably why they told me Okay. Give me the words. Give me the words, Lady Mary. Okay, so in the past, in the most recent past, what we've just experienced is we were finishing the work that we were asked to do. We were asked to make a choice on whether or not we were staying on Earth or continuing our journey, continuing our mission on Earth. Some of us actually have already completed our missions on Earth. I'm not one of them. I still have more to go. But chose to stay anyway. Others, like I talked about in the video, have chosen to exit now that they've already completed their mission. They chose not to stay. They wanted to continue their journey somewhere else. But there's some who may not have been quite done, and their souls have decided to leave because their souls saw how much resistance the person was having to actually completing the missions that they agreed to when they came on Earth, when they incarnated in this life. And so this card can be very empowering because we are completing work that we have set out to do. We are releasing what we were asked to release. But for some that refuse to release and are in resistance to releasing, it can be very oppressive. It can literally feel like the weight of the world is on their shoulders. That's where we were. What's coming through right now for our current state of how these groups are feeling is the Lover's card. The Lover's card is a transformation of the mind. It's a clarity is what I'm getting. It's clarity and focus as to what they need to get done, what they need to do next. And that is the state of mind that people are in right now. They're getting intuitive insights. They're getting guidance to make they're getting inspired thoughts is what I was told just now. It's inspired thoughts that they are going to be able to use to take inspired action going forward. Okay? But they will need to make a choice. They will need to make a choice. Because the inspired thoughts are expansive is what I'm getting. They're getting their expansive thoughts, their big visions, like big visions for people. And there's lots of, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how I'm going to be able to do that. And your mind can go into a spin. So it's finding that inner peace and asking what is needed to be done to move forward. You may also, but in this current state, when you're trying to make those choices of whether and which inspired thought to take action on, it can create a lot of stress and anxiety about the unknown. A lot of stress and anxiety about the unknown. And what we're being asked to do is really to go back in and look within. Use your other senses. Don't just look at your eyes. Don't just look through your eyes. Look through your third eye. Look within. And try to see things from a different perspective. And you don't need to take on big chunks. Ask for the next step. Or if you're looking at things, maybe you're looking at things too small. And you need to look a little bit further out instead of this current situation. Look at things from a wider perspective so that you can see a broader view of what's to come for you. This card, I always get thrown by this card. This next card. All of these cards, they throw me because they look so negative, but there's always a positive spin on it. A positive message that's meant to come through. There also may be some anxiety because some of the people that are close to you that you were connected to right now are passing away, or have passed away just recently, just in the last week or so. So you're also going through those stressful moments and wondering about your future. What Lady Mary or Mother Mary is saying is that not everyone is going to be here that has been here before. Their own journey is being honored. Their own choices are being honored. They recently made their choice, just as you made your choice, but not every. We will be sad. We will mourn that loss, but we must do it in a healthy way, that we understand that their journey was honored through this whole process. We may not understand as well why we are amongst the people that we are being called to be with in this physical transformation that we are going to be experiencing. What she's saying is that this is a soul family situation. We have deep, deep rooted connections from a soul family perspective, but also from a soul's purpose perspective. So it's soul family and soul's purpose. If you find yourself isolating yourself or blocking connection from people in some way, it's most likely because there's an inner storm going on inside of you. Because and usually when that's the case, it's because when we have an inner storm within us, we are looking at our outer world as very chaotic and misunderstood, and lots of chaos going on around us, and we're not feeling in harmony. We're not feeling peaceful. We're not feeling, there's all kinds of emotions. The waves in this card are emotions. We're not feeling very stable. The pentacles are about stability and security and safety, and so there's lots of movement with these in these moments. So what, in order to find harmony, we need to find ways to like move ourselves in a way that releases what we need or what we're feeling inside in a healthy way, honor what we're feeling so that we can calm our inner storm and receive information that will quickly flow in to help us calm our inner storm and understand. So we calm the inner storm. No, Mary's reminding me. We need to calm this inner storm first so that we can actually receive more guidance and information that will help us know the next step. Help us understand what is going on. Help us understand why we are where we are. Okay, is there anything else Metatron wants? He's wanting to remind us that there's infinite knowledge that is available to us. The energy within us, the divine energy within us, our divine masculine and our divine feminine energies, when they're combined, that's considered the Holy Spirit, or the stream of energy that contains the Akashic records, our library of our life, our lives, our soul's path journey. We can access it for past knowledge. We can access it for understanding our current situation. We can access it to understand possible potential future steps that we can take and what that might look like. We won't necessarily know the exact result because, like anything, if there's other people's actions that need it, it may change the end results. So, but we can actually access it for guidance on the next steps. this is going to be important for us to know. Okay, so two cards. I was got told to pull two cards. So one is Success Unfulfilled, and the other one is Princess of Swords. So combined, what I'm being shown is that there are going to be things or people that you were connected to on a pathway that you were on that may not, those people may not be meant for you, for your journey, or may have chosen not to continue their journey. So things will change. Things will change in the plan. But we need to keep an open mind. Princess of Swords is about keeping an open mind and trying to see things from a new perspective that may actually be better for you in the future. When we get stuck on this stuff that wasn't ready to harvest, then we get stuck in the negative and frustrated that things aren't going the way we had thought they should go. It's the expectations that it should have went a certain way, and it didn't go that way. If you find yourself struggling to understand what's going on, struggling to complete your mission, or to not necessarily complete the mission, but struggling to step into the role that you're being asked to step into, or struggling to hear what you need to hear in order to be who we're being asked to be, which is essentially Mother Mary's saying it's completing your mission. We agreed from a soul level that we were going to complete the mission if we're here. But sometimes that mission is very uncomfortable. And it can feel like we have our hands in the fire. But if we do it and be observant as to what we need to do to step forward with confidence and stability, we are learning for our future. So it's allow ourselves to stop being in resistance so much, and stop being fearful of what is, and allow ourselves to really come into our centered self and observe what's going on within us, around us, how we're reacting to situations, what thoughts are we having, what emotions are we having, the feelings that we have in our body, the aches and pains and tension and where that is settling, where the emotions are settling in the body, and how is the body reacting to it. When we do that, we learn for our future. We learn that the stuff that is like, if we've got tense shoulders and our shoulders acting up, it generally means that we are having trouble allowing ourselves to get comfortable with what could be. Meaning that we feel like we're being thrown into a situation that is out of our control and maybe doesn't look like how we envisioned it to look like, which is this situation exactly. So if your shoulder starts to act up when you are replanted or rerouted where your soul family is, then know that it's something that your body is telling you need to release, and allow yourself to explore with curiosity as to why you're there, if you're there. She's saying, if you're there, there's a reason. If you're there, your gifts are meant to help this purpose in some way. Your gifts are meant to help this legacy of love in some way. You're not just there to just be, to enjoy a new part of the world. You're there for a reason. And so it'll be up to you to sit with not only yourself, but sit with someone that you feel connected to from a deep level, and try to brainstorm and receive downloads as to what's possible for you. She's also reminding me of the messages that I keep getting about, just because we've used gifts a certain way in the past doesn't mean that we need to use them that way in the future. We get to co-create new ways of living. And so we all have our gifts, we all have our talents, and we're all coming together to create something beautiful. So that we can help support the world in infinite ways, in abundant ways, providing new opportunities is what Metatron is saying. Opportunities that were suppressed for many, many years. I think this is a good place for me to stop. Okay, well, I talked a lot for not having an agenda. So, sending you all love. Please reach out in the comments. Please share this video. It might resonate with someone. Please like the video so it can get more traction. Subscribe to my channel. I'm sending you all love. Thank you for joining me on this journey. It's been a wild ride, and it's about to get really wild. Take care, everyone. Love you.